What is going on, everyone? My name's Boit, and I'm back with some more Age Mythology. The Titans action spawning in the left side of the map in the blue color, playing as Odin. His name is Rapl. His opponent today in the red color, playing as Odin as well. His name is Suppe. And before you click off this video on the YouTubes, this is game number 2. Yes, it looks like game number 1. But it's game number 2. A certain somebody by the name of Chrono JJ wrote up the rules. I mean, I looked over them. I said they were good. But that's beside the point. Chrono JJ. There's nothing in the rules that says you can't pick the same map as your opponent picks for your home map. Anyways, so we're going to watch the same game over again. Rapl's going to go for the 3-minute advance time Heimdall rush. Suppe is going to go for the 4-minute, 10-second Heimdall defense. And we're both going to build temples right next to each other. Do you guys reckon that's what's going to happen? I don't know. Maybe Rapl realizes that his build's tragically bad. We do see a house coming up in the middle of the map for Suppe, so he doesn't care. Maybe Suppe... Oh, scrolling over here. House going up for Rapl. Look, they're building their homes across from each other. Nice. Everyone's friends. And we're seeing Rapl go for the exact same build. He's going for the specific 80 wood. He gets, what does he gather? Like, he doesn't build an ox cart. So how much wood does he have to gather? Like 40 wood? 20 wood? 30 wood? I can't remember. Anyways, he gets specifically 120 wood. I fucking love it. I fucking love it. This is like, for those of you who don't know, there's a couple of like funny, at least for like English speakers, there's a couple of like funny things that Age Mythology players say. One such thing is calm. So they'll just randomly say it. It's kind of funny. One such thing is calm. The other thing that happens quite a lot is they say calamity. And if I've ever seen a calamity game, this is it. A complete revisit of game number 1. Suppe goes for 1 extra villager and an extra ox cart, so he is 20% behind. And we'll see if it's going to matter. We'll see if Rapl can make his strat work this game, because he couldn't make it work in the first game. All right. House going up for Rapl. Getting everything coming out. He doesn't want to get housed this game. 45 pop for both players. 20 pop for Rapl. 21 for Suppe. Suppe gets his first blood. He's drawn first blood at 3 damage done. Turning around, going to get a little bit of wax done over here as well. There's the Heimdall coming in. The Skrelling getting pulled back. The Hursa getting pulled back. Will we see some Ulfsar coming out of this town center? We will. And immediately going after the house. So that's really, really smart. But now the Hursa can come in. But the Einherjar is yelling. And he's going to be able to deal so much damage there onto Frommund Helm Boiler. But another Einherjar coming back in. Needs to get that special ability off. He hasn't got it off just yet. He's not got it off. And now he's not getting the extra damage on his units. But both Einherjar getting killed very, very quickly here. One does fall, but a Hursa does go down. Both falling. And that Einherjar did not get a single special ability thrown up. We've got 28 population for both players. And this is all micro here. Rappl's killing both of these Herso. He has to pull back, trying to throw down a longhouse in the middle of the map. This Herso getting taken down as well. The one up the top does get picked off. This Herso going to be attempting to retreat back. We do see the Undermine coming in onto this longhouse, and Soup is in a lot of trouble right now. We do see the Undermine coming in onto this longhouse over here. Maybe actually able to kill the house as well. It's a lot. It does a lot of damage. 6-5 damage? Nah, it's not going to be able to get there. Very interesting God Power on Verbally Balanced patch 5.0. They changed it, I think, in 4.0 to be able to be used on buildings, any building. Effectively, it does infinite damage, but only does... well, let's just check it out. Can I see? No? Don't want to show me? It's because I'm on the wrong god. Okay. It does... It doesn't tell me how much damage it does per second. Ip it. Ip it. Come on, man. Get your act together. Anyways. Villagers coming over here onto the elk. And Soup, yet again, finding himself in a bit of a precarious position. He's up here. He's sneaking the elk against the map hacks. His temple is about to fall, so he's going to have to rebuild the temple. This is a lot of extra favor for Rapl. And Rapple's happily eating the walrus in the middle of the map here. And the temple is going to fall. And now Rapl, it's got all of the advantages here. We'll see if he's going to throw it or not. The walrus, though, helping out, does get an Ulfsark snipe. That's kind of funny. He will take that walrus down. Throwing up the other longhouse more. Why? Are you housed? No. Build it here. You're just asking for it to get killed. And we are seeing Throwing Axeman getting spammed out by Soup. He's trying to go for the army quality here. He's still just a little bit behind on population, but the villagers might get caught out here. Though Soup can turn with the villagers and fight this. He's got a lot of Throwing Axemen as well. And these villagers not going to be going down. A really big fight here for Soup. Able to push Rapl back, getting a lot of damage done. The Ravens flying overhead as well. Going to be able to distract just a little bit here. We're seeing more units coming back in. It's still very even in supply, but there's a long way to the fight here if you want to brawl. No, it didn't quite work, but I tried. And now the Rapl army coming back in, hitting the villagers yet again. Absolutely huge, getting one villager kill before getting pulled back. And the villagers just calmly returning back over onto the elk. I'm not sure about this at this point. Maybe, was there anything down the bottom? No, there's not, but there is Hunt further away. He has to really stay on this position. We're seeing some raiding cavalry starting to come out now. The Throwing Axemen have been built. And we didn't check the relics either. We've got the Staff of Dionysus, and we also have Anvil of Hephaestus. So both very, very good relics that seemingly don't get grabbed in the Norse mirror at the highest level. And we're seeing Soup retreat back. More houses coming up. He's got 3 long houses now. He definitely needs to think about getting a temple up, because once the Einherjar come out for Rapl, you can't fight anymore. The Einherjar just way too strong in these fights. In the head-on fights. And we'll see if Soup's going to realize that, because he still hasn't got the temple up. He doesn't have the gold for it. He's getting pickaxe now. It's 2 gold mine frozen wastes, so he's going to be able to get that as well. He's taking this fight just a little bit here. He's going to turn around and try and snipe some of those infantry as he doesn't quite get it. Down to 1 HP, it looks like. 2 HP. But he's just about finishing on the elk here. He can move around and grab his opponent's elk in the corner. But Soup just moving back and forth, and there's the temple for Soup. He has to stay up here and defend these villages, because they're going to get chased back. We're seeing Rapl try and get us around over here. Probably not the best idea, because Soup managed to come over and deflect this raid. So the villagers going to make their way back into the home. He's got berry bushes here that he can get. There's the temple up. And again, at this stage, stop auto-queuing units. Get Einherjar. All you need, these build in 17 seconds. If you can get if you can spend all your favor on Einherjar before your opponent, you're going to be in a good position. He is deciding to fight this one before. We'll see if this is going to matter or not. As soon as this horn yells, look at the population or the difference of this fight. Even though it's very, very similar, looks as if Rappl's dealing a lot more damage here. And now we do have an iron here for Suppe coming in. So we'll see if that's going to help him out at this stage of the fight. But Suppe is deciding to retreat back 83 to 71 population, even though that was an incredibly even population fight at the start. And that was all because of the iron here. And yet again, the horn getting blown. And this iron here is not fighting. The Hertzer gets onto it yet again. And that's huge. Not able to get another horn off. And Suppe gets absolutely massacred in this fight simply because of that iron here special ability. We'll see if Suppe is going to hang in this game. He's at 43 population, about to drop down to 40 population, and he does tap out in the 9th minute of this game. Honestly, all this came down to was one iron here. One iron here. And if he got the tempo up, like 5 seconds earlier, the iron here would have been in the fight. And then it's probably just an even fight at that point. But he doesn't get it. And Rapl manages to flip the script on Suppe. Suppe took the first game on this map. Rapl takes the second game on this map. We'll move on to game number 3 very shortly. If you guys are enjoying these games, please consider hitting the follow on the Twitch. If you're on the YouTubes, hit that subscribe button. And I'll see you guys in the next game.